It's time to talk about The Thing. Again. But this time, the 2011 version. This is a spicy one. And by spicy, I mean it's a tricky one to cover because people got some strong opinions on this one. Very strong opinions on it. So it's a prequel to the 82 one. It was going to be, they did want to do a remake, but then they convinced them to not do a remake and do a prequel instead, because everyone was like, well, that's a fucking masterpiece. How about we don't do that? We do a prequel instead, which was a good idea. It was a very good idea, because don't touch that original. I hope no one ever does try it. Well, no, I don't think. I think it holds up. Yeah, unless they're doing in super, when we finally have holodecks and whatever fucking shit. If we have it then. But yeah, no, please just don't remake that. But we got pretty cool instead. Is it good? Yes. Yes, it is. Is it better? No. No, it's not. I don't think it's better. I think it's good. Could it be better? Yes. Yes, it could. So one of the main critiques of this film is the huge reliance on CGI effects. Now, that's not a deal breaker for me. I'm fine with CGI stuff. But when it's compared to the original, which had a lot of good practical effects, that was the problem. If this was its own thing, it'd be like, okay, it relies a bit too much on CGI. But the problem is it relies too much on CGI compared to the masterpiece that is the original, which had amazing practical effects. And one of the things about the movie is there was a studio interference after test screenings. They basically went, people don't like the practical effects. Make it all CGI. Do all CGI. And so they did. And then there was a huge complaint from everyone who watched it, going, eh. And the movie, oddly enough, also kind of bombed. Kind of like the original, which is kind of funny in its own way. It's a shame. Do I hate it? No. No. Does it have problems? Yes. Yes. Wait, let me look at them. So they definitely, you could definitely tell that they loved the original film. Like, it's got a lot of, from what I've read about it, where they basically had pictures from the original film, plastered around to kind of make sure they replicate it for real. So, you know that Norwegian camp from the first film? I say first. It's always weird when I say first film because it's a prequel. But from the original film, this is where the film takes place, is in that Norwegian camp. So we follow what happened. Because everyone's like, oh, so that's what happened. I enjoyed it. I think there's problems with it. There's a whole bit where they go on a spaceship. That was completely fucking unnecessary. It just didn't really do anything. And it's like, oh, well, we're on a spaceship for that reason. Fuck you. Okay. And the only reason for it was just so that the main character, the character that the main character was with, basically could go, hey, you don't have an earring anymore. Kill you. Because the creatures can't replicate bits in them, so the creature just didn't think to put the earring back on or whatever. So there's that. I think one of my favorite things is the fact that a new thing they added was in this one, because they didn't have the blood test, they were going to do it, but then, it kind of had replicate it. I think it starts with a lot of the same beats, and then kind of slowly diverges, which is good. So one of the ones was they checked everyone's fillings, because this is the 80s, the fillings are a little bit like metal and stuff like that. So check everyone's fillings, and they go, "Oh, your fillings are not there. Or you have fillings. The creature doesn't know to replicate people, or can't replicate non-organic matter." So it's like, aha, you could be an alien. Which is, yeah, honestly, I like that. I like that touch. It's being smart. It's doing the previous film, but also being smart about it and going, aha, well, here's an idea they didn't use. We'll do this. And I like that. Well, I said, the ending is kind of open ending. Well, so there's kind of two parts to the ending. The ending where the main character kind of goes, "I'm off now, bye." And we don't really see them. They survive, but we don't know what happens to them. This is not a character that's in the original film. So they just kind of go, "Bye now." So maybe they wanted to do a sequel with her. We'll never know, because it bombed. So there's that. And then, then it leads into the two characters that kind of you see at the start of the original film. Yeah, would I? It's a question of, would I recommend it? Yes. I like there's some stuff that's just kind of crazy, and I feel like you almost couldn't do practical effects. Could be wrong. I'll be honest, I could be wrong. But I'm more forgiving of CGI effects. I feel like I like craziness in movies. I feel like I'm just generally more forgiving of it. Is it a problem? Yes. But I feel like also they kind of it's what a weird thing to say. It's like I feel like they could kind of get away, do some more crazy stuff. Now, I've never seen the original, the original cut with the practical effects. They could have done them, and they made them great. I'm almost tempted to I'd love to see that one if they ever do re-release it. An original director's cut. That'd be kind of cool. I don't think it would happen. Just because I don't think there'd be, as much buzz for that, because people already kind of wrote this film off. So I don't think it's gonna happen. And it's 11 years since the original release. Maybe someone will do. Maybe someone will announce something since it's the 40th anniversary of the original film. At this point, I don't think it's gonna happen. But and I feel like almost the franchise is kind of dead at this point. Someone may do something with it. I don't know. But it's almost kind of dead. Because, it might be another 10 years until we get another entry in it. It's kind of sad. I'd like to know if they did have any sequel plans to this. Maybe they did? Is it good? Yes, it's good, not great. That's what I'd say. Good, not great. I don't think it's bad. Anyone who says it's bad, it's just, no, they don't know what they're fucking talking about. Is the CGI distracting? Yes. But you can get over it. Here's what I say. You can get over it if you watch the film. But yeah, the ending is it kind of goes a bit off the rails, and you're like, oh, why are we on a spaceship? Reasons. Anyway, cool. See you later. I think I read the original idea was the alien on the ship was a parasite, and it's not their ship essentially. Yeah, that ship crash landed because they started, that creature then started killing other people on the ship, which would have been cool to see. I don't know if much of that translated into in the film. It didn't happen. So, yeah, it's not great. It's not great. It's good, is what I'd say. Honestly, if you enjoyed the original, I'd say watch it. I wouldn't say watch it I wouldn't say watch it before you watch the original if you haven't seen either. Like even though it's a prequel, I'd say definitely always watch the original and watch this. And then maybe on a second viewing, watch them in story order. Because that might be better, But I'd always go for release order first and then do story order if you want to after the fact. Because I just think it's got so many kind of homages to the original. You kind of like, it's that thing. You remember? I remember that bit. You remember that bit in the movie? Yeah, I remember that bit in the movie. And you kind of almost, at the end, you kind of almost waiting for it going, there's the helicopter. Oh, they're getting in the helicopter. They're off in the helicopter. Cool, bye, end of the movie. Yeah. Alright, that's enough about the thing. I think we've talked long enough about that. Next week, we'll be going back to our regularly scheduled movies. We got to finish the 2 Nightmare on Elm Street. I've got 2 more Nightmare on Elm Street movies to watch, which I'll be watching at some point. I'm not sure when, because I have a busy weekend and I normally watch it on Sunday. I might be out. I'm not sure. I might watch it on Monday because it's a bank holiday. Fuck it. I mean, I'm already off for the next week anyway. Doesn't matter. There's enough shop talk. Let's end this. Yeah, we got a couple of Nightmare on Elm Street movies. We're almost near the end, and I'm hoping we'll get there soon. Not that the Nightmare on Elm Street movies are still doing good. The Friday movies, not so much. So hopefully they start getting good. I don't know. You'll have to wait and see what I think. Or watch them for yourself. Or both. Hey, there's both. Anyway, enough rambling from me. I say farewell. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.